afternoon, and you are welcome to the Date Rush Review Show. I'm super excited. You know how we do every single Wednesday. We come your way, we delve into the show that happened previously, and then we give our 2 cents on it. I mean, it's very free. We're just giving our opinions. Now, the reunion happened on Sunday. I'm sure most of you watched it. Twitter was buzzing. You know, everybody had their own opinions. And so today, that's what we're going to be discussing on the show. My name is Noella. I have my guests in the studio, very fine ladies. Today is a no-girl affair. You know how we do. So you know that the gist is going to be gist. You know how we do. So right after this break, I'll be introducing my guests and we'll be getting deeper into the conversation. Please stay with us. Dates Rush Season 8 took a different turn this Sunday with the big reunion. From 8 p.m. on Sunday up until 12 a.m., social media was buzzing with commentary of Dates Rush. Participants who secured dates on the show and those who failed at it came together.
For now, I'd say we are cool.
Okay, so you are trying to tell me that you guys are in a relationship?
We are not in a relationship, Anita.
But why was he saying that in every relationship?
From the high to the low points, it was frank, emotional, and tense in equal measure.
Don't let me bring things out.
Push out.
Don't let me bring things out. I should say, Nana. Hello, Nana. It has gotten to a point. I promised not to be violent on stage, but...
Surprisingly, the homecoming came with a lot of revelations. People had issues.
Me, I don't know why she's saying that, but within me, I know I love her.
You love her?
You love
Okay.
who? Jill?
Yes.
This guy made me fall in love with him. Not knowing he's getting married, like he's engaged.
Hey, seriously?
Don't bring yourself.
Okay.
But as others vowed to end their relationship, others dreamed to take it further.
Keep heart, okay? You keep whatever you want to give to me. Off stage, we'll do everything, okay? Don't mind, okay? Whether they like it or not.
Lolo Sako, Lolo Vava.
I want to make it clear here that me and Kofi, we can continue everything. Simple.
What I say? Money no matter a year.
Yeah, and I appreciate him for choosing me as his date.
The return of the promised ring, the big knock, and 50 City were certainly some major highlights and talking points on the show.
Ask Belinda what is 50 cedis. Ask her what is 50 cedis.
Belinda,
and
what
ask
is
her why
50 cedis?
Nana Black
What
is
is
going
50
here.
cities?
What's that? Well, before we went for that break, I told you that it's going to be fun on the show. Those were just a few highlights if you missed the reunion on Sunday, which I don't know why you missed anyways. But my guests are in the studio. They are ready to chit-chat with me, keep me company. You know, I don't do this alone. So I'm here with Evergreen Asantua and Isabella. Hi, how are you?
Hello. Hi,
I can see there's a lot of voluminous hair going on. I don't have any, but you know, you all took the hair from me. That's okay. That's okay. But I mean, thank you so much. But just tell me, it's been a whole season 8. It's been interesting, ups and downs and all that. I'm sure most of you watch. I mean, you've been there some Sundays to see what's going on. But what are your thoughts? Let me start with you, Isabella.
Okay, so Date Rush is, you know, we all know it's fun, and every Sunday everyone is eagerly waiting, you know, for 8 p.m. and it's been a great show so far. I can say that this season has been fabulous. Yeah. So overall, I think it's been a great show. Our Sundays, we've been really entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, how about you? Evergreen. Well, first of all, before you go into that, just explain your name to me.
Oh.
Is this on your birth certificate?
Not at all. My actual name is Asantwa, but
Right.
Evergreen is like a compliment to my name. Evergreen means something that will last forever.
Yeah,
so I believe
definitely.
the image or brand I'm creating for myself is going to last forever. That's why
Okay.
Evergreen Asantwa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well justified. So just give me your, just wrap up. How has
I
season 8
think-
been for you?
I would agree with Isabella. It's been a roller coaster. It was interesting. There were thrills, and I mean, it was amazing and a very interesting journey. So we'll get into it. So
We have to get into it.
Yeah.
Reunion. Sunday was a whole lot. Some that people saw coming, people didn't see some coming. It was just a whole lot. But we have a video. We're going to take them one after the other. Not all of them per se, but we're going to pick and have a discussion about it. So we have our first couple. So we're going to play. When we come back, we'll have a discussion about them.
Jill,
Yes.
I fall in love with this guy, which I just know some months, like 1 week ago, he's engaged with another lady.
Who told you?
I have evidence.
From
Evidence from who?
From you.
From me.
Yes, I took your phone and I saw everything.
I okay time I audio phone number and ask her. Are you aware that she's gone through your phone?
Why would you take my phone? Like why?
Are you not my guy? Are we not dating?
No, the fact that we are dating doesn't permit you to take my phone and go
I have
through it.
every right to take your
Who does
phone
that?
since you are my guy.
Okay, so Benedicta, the crux of the matter is that what?
He's now finding out though. Sammy, are you now finding out that she took your phone?
No, but why? Who does that? Why would you take my phone without my permission?
I does that.
If you have nothing to hide, you wouldn't have a problem when your
No,
partner takes
it's
your
my phone. It's mine.
It's your
So
private.
it's my phone. So why would you
So do you
take
think?
my phone?
Do you think she's seen it? Do you think she's seen it? Baba, hello, Baba.
Tell them.
Giovanni.
I said suddenly no.
No, like
I showed you, but
no,
what
me,
you-
me just say, like who does that? No, like
My
And there we have it for our first couple, Sammy and Benedicta. First of all, I think 3 things from the whole discussion. 1, picking your man's phone. Is that supposed to happen?
No, at all.
I mean, I don't know.
I
But she
think
was
it
saying that she
depends.
thinks that because you're my guy, I have the right to go through your phone.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, well, I don't know what, definitely they thought they were dating. They were dating at a point. So I don't know if it's, would you pick your guy's phone? Is that all?
I would say no without his permission, but then sometimes it depends on the kind of relationship you have with your partner. People do that, and I mean they agree with each other, and it's
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
So with this video, it clearly means that Sammy and Benedicta didn't agree on the fact that we are in a relationship and we can pick each other's phone. And I'm even surprised with how Benedicta got to know about Sammy's password.
Yeah.
If Sammy was not so happy about
Right.
Benedicta going through his phone, I mean. So this is quite serious.
It is. How about you?
Well, I totally disagree with going through your partner's phone. I think that we all need privacy in as much as we are in a relationship.
Yeah.
You should respect each other's privacy. And having said that, I think that if you want transparency in the relationship, it should be communicated. You shouldn't, just infringe on your partner's right
Yeah.
by just going through their phone unawarely. I don't agree with that. I just
Yeah.
think you should keep your phone is yours. It should be your privacy.
Yeah.
And I've realized that the reason why that was going on was because there has been a lack of communication between these two.
True.
Yeah. So if there was communication, I don't think.
Yeah, that would have happened.
Benedicta would have gone through his phone. I don't know.
I
what
totally agree with both of you because, like you said, there's some types of relationships. So depending on the kind of relationship,
Absolutely.
people even share their password, their Snapchat passwords with their partners, Facebook, even all their social media handles.
Yeah.
So if you're not in that kind of relationship, I think you just need to respect the other person.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have something that you want to find out, ask the person.
Yeah.
If you think they're not telling you the truth, go further, find out in different ways. But going through the phone, well, it doesn't really sit with me either way. I mean, the second thing I also picked was the whole engagement thing where he said, you know, he was engaged about a week ago and she got to find out and all that. I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Because it looked like, from the way the guy was speaking, he sort of liked the girl.
Yeah.
He even said, you know, he's in love with her. And she was like, in love with who?
Before.
You know, so he was in love with her.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason that came up, you know, I just feel like it wasn't fair to the girl. Because if you have somebody, you should be able to say, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to voice it out and say that, you know, maybe I have this person. And why are you even coming on the show in the first place?
That's the question.
And clearly, Benedicta was hurt.
Yeah, she was.
She was like, I'm like, really? And Sammy was behaving weird and uncomfortable, making the whole thing true.
Yes.
It's just, oh my God.
He's actually guilty.
Yeah.
He's guilty,
he was.
and he was trying to deny it. I was happy when Anita, you know, said to him that, you know, he came back to say he's sorry. It was the ex and the messages were all in the past. And Anita told him it's an afterthought. And it really looked like that because why were you shocked in the first place? You were acting all weird. You didn't want to explain yourself because it took him by surprise. And now you're trying to say that it was in the past and all of that.
After how long?
Yes.
You know, if it was in the past, right when they said it, you should have gone and said, oh no, that's an old video, But you wait for everything to like open up and go deeper.
And from the beginning, he was so confident about the fact that it was not true. And then when Giovanni opened the phone, he was so calm and then he was like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like,
I was even shocked when she said, when she spoke about the whole engagement. Like, okay.
And I'm sure Benedicta suspected the whole thing. That's the reason why she actually went through his phone. Because if she had no clue to what was going on, I don't think like suddenly she would just go through Sammy's phone just like that.
That's true. I mean, considering how long, I don't think it has even been a month or two since they started dating. So for her to go, have that confidence to go through the phone, nah, she wouldn't have if she didn't suspect anything. It was Return of the Ring, where he said, I didn't give it to you here. So meet me where I gave it to you and return it. That was like it for me.
What baffles me is that if you are engaged to someone, why propose to another person with a ring?
Why are you even coming on Dates Rush in the first place? That's my problem. Because engagement is huge.
Oh my God.
You're not meeting the person, not dating. You've engaged. That's like a step. You made a very big step. So please, guys.
You don't play with people's feelings like
next season, if you know you have given a ring to somebody's child, please. Don't talk here. But we have another couple. We have a second couple. Those couples are just so well. Please take a look at this video. We'll be back.
Yes. With me and Nana Black, everything is fine. We don't have any fight. But there is Nenso. Because he came on stage that day and shared the airports.
Yeah, that was a full
Giovanni, there are loads of ladies here that I don't want to mention names. In his DM, though, Belinda is also in Nana's DM. And for Belinda, I'm so bitter about her. I won't lie about it. Hello, I'm not okay. Let me finish. I said it has
nothing to do with you. What's your problem?
Do you want me to say things over here? Don't get me angry.
Say it.
Don't get me angry.
Okay, what's happening?
So we're done with Bennett. Don't let me bring things out. Don't let me bring.
Setchofia and Nana Black. Listen, this couple, they took the nights for me. You know, it was a lot. You know, from one point with the two of them not really vibing, to ladies in his DM, to one visiting him,
someone crying.
You know, it was just a whole lot for me. And I mean, at a point, I'm like, okay, it's very easy to make up your mind, right? If you don't like one person, you like the other person. It's just communication. Because like Anita said earlier on the show, if you feel it's not going on with somebody and there's someone else that you think you can go on to, you can, but just make the communication clear. Let the person know. You know, and I honestly didn't agree with the whole Belinda issue. What are your thoughts on that, Isabella?
The Belinda issue, I feel like as ladies, we need to respect each other and be considerate of each other's feelings.
True.
Because imagine if you were in Sichope's shoes and you are in love with someone and another lady is treating you like that to the extent of she even bringing baby mama thing inside.
Exactly.
Having a child is a blessing.
That was a no.
Yeah, you shouldn't shame your fellow woman simply because you like a guy she's with and you think that by, shaming her, it will intimidate her to stay away from the guy. And she's making stuff up. I don't think that Nana Black likes her as much as she's claiming it to be. And, Belinda is something else.
She actually is. I mean, not to cut you, but she was actually saying that Nana Black was the one that told her that Setchofia is a born one and he doesn't like it.
Absolutely.
And all this kind of thing. To an extent, I felt she was making some of those things.
She made it up, obviously, because Nana Black said he didn't tell her that.
And
she
from the beginning,
admitted.
Setchofia was like, everything is okay with us, but there are just a few. And she was actually very composed till Belinda started pushing her. She kept saying, I promise I won't do this, but you're pushing me. I promise that. And I mean, I felt it for her. You can see that she was holding herself so much, but the girl kept pushing her and she had to defend herself at the point. What would you have done if you were in her shoes?
I mean, I totally understand Setchofia. Yeah. Because, I mean, Belinda was a whole mood altogether.
Yes.
And had it not been for Joe and then Anita, the girl would have exploded on the show.
Exactly.
And I felt there was no respect. She doesn't even respect herself, not to talk of respect for others. And she was just overdoing things. It was too much. Because the Nana Black, probably there was a thing, but I don't think that Nana Black likes Belinda.
I think it was really a thing.
And she was actually claiming,
just to make the other lady feel hurt.
He likes me.
But I loved Setchofia's confidence when she was like, look at me, I'm a born one, but look at my body. And she stood up for herself, and that's amazing.
Honestly, I disagree with Belinda the whole time because I get it. If you think you like him or you think that the relationship is not going to work, like I said, it's all communication. Just tell her, oh, my dear, I like your guy. DKG, was also saying on the show that, listen, I love this girl. I'm not even going to lie, and I'm going to love her the whole time because she's real to me. He said it. And it was open. Nobody beat him up. Nobody did anything, But for what she was saying, it wasn't fair to me. Very, very honest. It just wasn't it for me.
And Noella, I think that Nana Black was also, somehow he should have stepped in and defended Setchofia. Because if you are in a relationship with someone and another lady is trying to make her feel bad about herself, you should defend that your lady and make the other person see that you like her or you value her. But if you are just sitting back doing nothing about it, it's like he enjoys the fact that they are fighting over him.
Enjoying the attention, like you're fighting over me.
Absolutely, I'm the man and
but
all
that's
of
not
that.
It.
And according to Setchofia too, you spoke about the whole reunion thing before even coming up on the stage. So what prevented you from not being able to defend her when the whole thing was happening? Because she kept on saying, oh, we talked about this. I said I'm not going to do it. And you just kept quiet and you sat there and you just watched the whole thing.
Happening. Honestly, these couples, I think they need to do more. To be very honest, they need, some of them, I even doubt they really know each other that much.
Yeah.
Like, they're just being caught up in the whole, this girl likes me and this one doesn't like me and all that. But that's even a topic for another day. But we have more couples. We have another video. After this, we'll have a discussion, definitely.
He started complaining, like things that he wasn't supposed to complain, he was complaining.
Like, things like?
Your dressing, like, it was a total turn off. And he even told me that when he picked me on stage, before he even picked me, my dressing was
terrible.
Yeah. And he was like, he would just pick and see if maybe I'll change after that, but I don't know, it's a whole lot. He actually made me feel very bad because this is me. The day he gave me the ring, that was when we went for our profile shoot.
Okay.
He gave me the ring, and Giovanni, could you imagine that day? He went home with the ring. He didn't even give me the ring. He only showed it on camera.
Why did you give me the ring at Circle, Tiptoe Lane, Kaswa?
After 2 days, she asked me a question that, can I allow my girlfriend to come and spend a month with me? And so this is the answer I gave her. I said yes, but on a condition that unless she explains to me the reason why she has a home, but she still wants to come and spend that whole month with me. And then the second one is, unless I know somebody close to her, if she is able to provide me with these two, I am cool with that.
Someone close to her, how?
A friend, it could be a friend, so the mom, at least should in case she's with me.
Is aware that
yes,
she's with you.
So should in case of anything, I can call.
Can you confirm?
And after a week, we went for a hangout at Botanic House, Legon Botanic House. But what she wore to to that place was supposed to be wear to.
Was supposed to be an indoor wear.
Yes, or a beach wear. To me, that is how I saw it, because your whole body, your whole tie is showing in a park, and you were not even feeling comfortable because the flies and things were even worrying you. So I called you, whispered into your ears that please, next time when we are going to a place like this, try to cover yourself down well for me,
so the mosquito will not bite you.
That is it.
Ruth and Goza, Giovanni got me over there, so the mosquitoes will not bite. But I mean, let me throw this question at you ladies first. Would you be offended if, a gentleman spoke about the way you were dressed and probably expressed dislike in it?
I wouldn't be offended because clearly it looks like they have accepted the fact that they are going out or getting to know each other. So if you are getting to know each other or getting to know someone, and the person, according to the guy too, he said he whispered into his her ears that, oh, I don't like this, that. So it's not like he just went out, how do I even put it? They were all there and then he was like, I don't like the way you're dressing, you're exposing yourself and blah, blah, blah. No. He approached you and then he made his intentions about your dressing or whatever known to you. So I feel it was acceptable. For the girl, insulting him was way out of the line.
That was a no. No. That she
look
didn't
at the
try.
insults the guy was saying.
She did not try.
It was.
And this is even devoid of the voice notes. We didn't even get to hear the voice notes.
Exactly.
These are just things that she said in the group. The WhatsApp group thing just to me. But let me ask you something about the dressing. Would you be offended?
Well, it would depend on how he says it. Sometimes some people, when they are dating you, some men when they are dating, they feel entitled to you, forgetting that you are not even married yet. And even if you are married to someone, you don't own the person, you don't control them and what they choose to do. You discuss with them and tell them that, okay, maybe this is the best way. So maybe the approach he used was not appropriate to her. Had he used a better approach, maybe she would have been okay with it.
He called her and whispered it into her ear.
And I think he discussed it with his colleagues too, because she was saying that this was after a friend had told him about her dress.
So what he was saying, so a friend told him, and then he felt that, okay, let me also tell her, because that's what I think about it.
So probably she felt he didn't use the right approach. It's okay if my partner tells me to dress this way, because after all, we are there to shape each other. But then you should use the appropriate approach to communicate that to me.
So maybe he shouldn't have mentioned the fact that it was a friend that prompted him.
Well, I think what she's trying to say is, if you personally feel that, okay, my girlfriend is not dressing in the right way and I want to tell her, you should go ahead and tell her. But if you're telling me because your friend told you, that means personally you're being influenced or something. And I think to an extent that is what it is. But I mean, also talking about the whole outing, dressing and all that too, I felt for the from how he looks like, somebody that likes to be very prim and proper to an extent and all that. So he was trying to also, make his girlfriend, let's go out, let people see that, my girl is like, but if you are showing a lot of body, like he was saying, wearing a beach suit to a garden, well, for him, he was not comfortable. Talking about the insults, that was just off for me. That's what took me off, because at a point I was sort of siding with her, and all that. But he just threw me off with that. Why would you go into a group?
Post your boyfriend.
Post the boyfriend I think starts from the head to the teeth, overcrowded teeth, and what? No,
overcrowded teeth.
No, I mean that was it.
Yeah, it's overlapping.
Anita,
is my teeth overcrowded?
You know, why would you do that? I mean, considering the fact that guys already have their egos like up there, you're going to put him in a group.
Yeah.
Speak about this.
That was extreme.
She didn't.
And I think the lady is not too interested in the guy. Because I don't think if you love someone or if you cherish someone, you can disgrace them in that way.
Yeah.
That is too much.
Yeah, it was, to me, that was like the extreme for me.
Yeah.
Why would you even do that? Telling the person in person, if you were to DM him with that, it's still bad.
I mean, even that's like...
It's still bad. So why go to that extent?
I don't know how decent enough I can text and say, hello, please, I beg you, I think you're... No.
It's just not right. It's just not right.
That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
Well, some
He's
couples
still
were
not
fighting.
giving up anyway.
He's not at all.
He's
He's
a
hoping,
gentleman.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember some people were fighting and arguing and all that. Some people were also very reeling in a lot of love.
Oh, yeah.
There was a fire couple.
Yeah.
Fire safety. So let's take a look at the couple and then we'll be right back.
I want to invite you to. I want to invite you to. I want to invite.
He started complaining, like things that he wasn't supposed to complain. He was complaining.
Like things like
your dressing, like it was.
We went out with Manuel.
Yeah.
See, yeah. So later, Chika is somehow she's not stable. So
Chika,
she went out.
Accra, but you come to Accra and you immediately see Emmanuel. You call Emmanuel.
All the time.
Not all the time.
It's just once.
Only once.
Yes.
But you mentioned it to your.
I didn't meet him alone. I went with friends, 2 friends.
Can you ask him
Yes.
that? Can you ask her? Did he tell me first before going?
That's what I want to know. In what capacity are you guys going out?
I was not on no catch.
And I make this out.
Yeah,
Are you in a
we
relationship?
are in a relationship.
Sorry, are you in a relationship with him?
No, really.
What is making you think that you two are in a relationship then? Because it looks like you guys are not on the same level.
Yeah.
We used to hang around a lot.
You used to hang around?
Yeah, we are, like she's always by me and we talk a lot. So
But that doesn't also mean that.
But she knows, like we spoke about it, but I realized by not knowing for her mind, okay, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Oh wait, you are now finding out this official tonight.
I never know. I never knew this.
Well, we couldn't get the fire couple for you, but we're making sure that we get there for you because we have to show you the good side of everything that's happening. But that was Chika and Miracle. They also had their own hula balloons. Yeah. The guy said they're dating. The girl said they're not dating.
Yeah.
At some point, the guy just said something else. What are your thoughts, Isabella?
Well, so far, I think that my favorite lady is Chika. Chika is not only beautiful, but she knows how to, compose herself. Even though, Miracle from the beginning was showing signs of love, was expressing himself positively, and how much he cares about her and loves her. And then going forward, he just went off. He was
like poof.
Yeah, and then started saying he was faking his love just to see if she was really interested too. And that was it. So Anita even told him that he was talking too much. Yeah. Because if you say you love someone, the way he was expressing himself, we were all getting, a little emotional for him. And all of a sudden, you start saying something else simply because Chika concluded that she's not ready for a relationship. I think that Chika, composed herself well. She's beautiful. Her dress was beautiful as well. And she was not offended by some of the things he said later on. Yeah. I think that's impeccable. She did well.
Miracle made a statement that actually triggered the whole conversation. Why would you say, who do you think you are? I have other beautiful ladies who are in my DM. I'm a model. Are you boasting? Like, who are you showing off to?
You see, that's why I keep asking this question. If you have all those people, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You went through 10 rushes, picked one out of the 10, and you're not coming to say, who do you think you are? She's the one that made it out of the 10.
come to think of it, I mean, sometimes I feel like the guys also try to show that from the way their friends are talking, they're also trying to show that, okay, maybe the girl is on me, like, you know, I have people in my DMs that are talking to me. Exactly. So that was where the switch happened.
Yes. People are in her DM too.
Exactly.
Has he thought about that?
Exactly. I know from the beginning, Miracle was calm until Manuel made a statement that he took Chika out on her birthday, something like that. Then Mary too came and she was like, oh, Manuel, you didn't even take me out on my birthday, but you took Chika out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was when Miracle started the whole bossy behavior.
Make it seem like Chika wasn't that serious.
Exactly.
Please, gentlemen,
we
know.
What are you driving at?
I know. I mean, the girl is beautiful, no two ways about it. Like, she composed herself so well, like you were saying, compared to some of the ladies on the show. I think they have to learn from her, take a cue or two from her. But, you know, I mean, it was just... Sunday, listen, I was just watching it. I'm like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Because if you pick somebody, I feel that you need to know each other. Yeah. Find time to know each other. Knowing each other, ask the basic questions. What is your favorite color? Yeah. Where do you like to go? Yeah. What do you like to do? What, you know? But they just jump into, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that. You know, and I feel like that's also another thing that sort of affects the kind of relationships that they have on the show. So hopefully moving forward, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel that they need to ask the basic questions. Yeah. You need to know certain things. Like, you know, ladies are very, I don't know, we're just...
sensitive or
fragile. Yeah, we're sensitive, but I mean, listen, you need to know our favorite colors. Hello. That seems very basic, but you need to know their favorite color. It just adds, you know, the razzmatazz to everything. The birthdays, please. I'm sure most of them don't even know. I know most of them don't even know. But Sunday, we have another one. Yeah. And this time, there's a little switch in there. So instead of the ladies choosing the gentlemen, we have the gentlemen, 10 of them, choosing one lady. That's going to be interesting. Right. We've had some in the past and they've been amazing. Yeah. But I mean, wrapping up, if you have any advice that you have for the ladies on the show, moving forward, what are your thoughts about some of the couples that come out? You know, let me start with you, Evergreen. Evergreen. That sounds well. Yeah.
All right, so first of all, I would say that you can't gain fame within a twinkle of an... Okay, sometimes it happens, but I don't think Date Rush is a place that you can come and say, I'm coming because I want to be famous.
Exactly.
I think it happened when the show started. Yeah. And that was even because it was a whole new thing altogether. So if you are not there for love, if you are not there because you are interested in getting to know someone, I don't think you should even go in the first place. Because there are people who come on the show because they are interested to get to know someone. Yeah. They want to find love. So you can't just appear on the show and be breaking people's hearts, please. Love is a
no heartbreaks. Isabella.
Yeah, so I totally agree with her. But you know, the show also comes with a fame. You cannot dispute that fact. But it shouldn't be entirely about the fame. You know, when you come, don't play with people's feelings. And then also we should know that as a date, you get to study each other. That is why you need to communicate and know what your partner likes and dislikes. So if it's not working, you don't have to make it toxic that because it didn't go well, I have to attack you, abuse you and all of that. No, you can still be friends. Who knows? You might need each other in the future. So I think they really need to make communication a key.
Yes, they really do. Yeah. I mean, very well said, Isabella and Evergreen Asante. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. It's been an amazing couple of minutes here, delving deeper into it. But listen, next season is going to blow your mind. So make sure you stay tuned on Sunday, same time. We have another season coming up. Season 9 is premiering this Sunday. So thank you so much for staying with us. Like I said, all the best to all the couples. Just make sure that you get to know each other better. You're going to be fine. Just communicate and be interested to know. Maybe it will even end in a relationship, maybe friendship or something. Thank you guys so much. And oh, my beautiful top is by Ohema Clothing. So she made it for me. Thank you guys so much. See you next week.